BTS reveals why they will never go back. On Ellen. After all the controversial actions, unanswered questions, and scandalous accusations that trended and shook the internet, at last the answer that we have all been dying for is here. BTS reveals why they will never go back to the Ellen DeGeneres Show. BTS' undeniable fame and legendary acknowledgement from Hollywood had paved their way into various TV shows like The Late Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Carpool Karaoke with James Corden, and of course, Ellen DeGeneres Show. Just as a quick flashback, BTS first debuted on Ellen last 2017, performing their hit single Mic Drop, and appeared on it again during the 2018 for their BBMAS performance. But recently it was noticed that despite actively promoting in the US releasing full English songs like the mega hit Dynamite and Butter, BTS had suddenly stopped appearing on Ellen. This raised a lot of questions on the internet. Why did they suddenly stop going to Ellen? Why would BTS never go back to a show that is considered to be the top tiers of Hollywood talk shows? What happened during their last appearances that made them withdraw connections from Ellen? Are you also thrilled to hear the answers? With that being mentioned, let's all uncover the reason behind BTS's controversial withdrawal from Ellen one after another. Number 3. BTS unfollowed Ellen. When a celebrity unfollows another celebrity, something must be happening. It's either they unfollow that celebrity because they don't like them or because they don't want to be connected to them anymore. Last November 2020, BTS had done some major cleansing in the list of stars they had unfollowed. Some stars that had shown negative and controversial behaviors in the past, including Jason Derulo. But what seems to be puzzling is that they also unfollowed Ellen, the host of Ellen DeGeneres Show, which they have appeared on for 2 years. It was such a bizarre happening that led to armies speculating that BTS doesn't want to be connected with Ellen anymore, which includes not appearing on her show. But why would they want to cut their connection to Ellen by unfollowing her? Something smells fishy here. Are you ready to find out what it is? Number 2. Ellen's toxic behavior and racism towards staff and guests. Ellen herself is known to be friendly, energetic, and accommodating to her guests. But recently, the staff of her show came forward revealing shocking news about Ellen's real behavior. One of her staff revealed that kindness only exists in front of the camera, and all the work Ellen had been doing is only for the show. Several staff members from her show had come forward revealing fishy truths behind the camera. One black woman even claimed racist statements from one of the staff of the show, which Ellen failed to stop. Even guests from the show, including Nikki DeJagger aka Nikki Tutorials, who has millions of followers, has complained that the show is only nice to big artists. Nikki was mistreated to the point that she could not use a toilet that is nearer to her because it was reserved for another male artist. Imagine discrimination like this is happening behind the cameras. BTS could have seen this during their appearances on the show, or worse, even experienced it, which is the reason why they stopped going to Ellen and even unfollowed her. Such a nasty story. I feel sorry for the staff and guests that have been affected by this toxicity. I think if this is what happened behind the scenes, it is just right that BTS stopped appearing on the show. But wait, we are not yet over there. Is even a worse reason why BTS wouldn't appear on Ellen again. Yes, worse than rude behavior and racism. The ultimate reason why BTS would never go back to Ellen is number 1. Ellen's uncomfortable and insensitive approach towards Korean culture and BTS. The enthusiastic and friendly Ellen, as the people call her, was in fact a bit rude and insensitive when she interviewed BTS. When they got to Ellen, BTS, except did not know English. Hernan, on the other hand, is not an expert, so they had a translator during that time. Yet during the interview, Ellen used a strange word that shocked the boy band, even their fans. Ellen asked BTS if they ever hooked up with a fan, which is a bit too much, considering the norms where they came from and their beliefs. What is sadder is that BTS didn't understand the word at first. Ellen asked again if they ever dated one of their fans, to which they replied yes, and pointed to armies. Yet again, Ellen insisted on what she meant by dating, a bit personal to members of the band. Since in Korea it is such a no-no to talk about this matter publicly, she did not stop there, though she even asked the translator to explain what hooked up means just to get a juicy answer from BTS. When the translator explained hooked up, BTS was shocked and caught off guard. They were uncomfortable. Of course, no TAVE host in Korea would do this, and no TAVE show should ever invade their privacy by asking such questions, and worse, not allowing the interview to continue without the answers. But Ellen did not learn from this. Even though a lot of fans pointed out that the question was too personal, on BTS's second visit to her show, she again asked them this same question. At the time, they replied with a big no to address what Ellen said. Armin didn't hold back and spilled the words thanks to you. Every Korean now knows what hooked up means. Hook up is defined usually as having a connection to someone or having sexual intercourse, which is a big no-no in Korea, and Ellen asked BTS if they ever did this with a fan. That is too much. But Ellen only responded with, "Oh, that's awesome," to what Armin said. Well, that was insensitive. She didn't even smell the sarcasm in there. This is getting on my nerves. If I were BTS, I would have walked out. This rude behavior by Ellen could have fueled their desire to stop appearing on the show. Not only did it have a toxic environment, but also Ellen isn't sensitive enough in asking these kinds of questions, knowing that she does not only have viewers from the US, but all around the world. It would have been better if she toned it down and considered the norms where BTS comes from. For me, it is just fair that they would never go back to Ellen. They don't have to suffer the same approach once again. Who knows what else happened backstage? It could have been worse than we can imagine. How about you? Do you still have any other idea why BTS would stop appearing on Ellen's show? Is it just okay if she continues to do this to her other guests? Was she sensitive when she interviewed BTS? Just try to think about it. South Korean boy band BTS is one of the most successful Asian group ever. The group is now going places as their fans are increasing by the day. The K-pop band appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres Show for the first time in 2017, and their interaction was quite funny. But what Ellen did was quite offensive and triggered some. Even the BTS army didn't like the way she spoiled their ideal K-pop band. This was the whole scenario behind BTS and Ellen controversy. Hope you got the facts behind the screen. This was all about today's video. Thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos.